This is gonna get a lot of hate. How's it going? This is Wyatt, and today we are going to be doing a reaction to Illmind Hopsin of 7, but it's going to be a little bit of a different reaction, and the reason why it is because me personally, I'm not really that religious. I don't really believe in any religion. I don't like to say I'm atheist, but I don't really like to label myself as anything. But if you were to label me, I guess you would call me atheist, because I don't really have any belief in any religion or any higher power. So that's going to attract a lot of haters onto this video, but this is just all opinions. This is just all my non-belief. That's what you would call it, because I don't believe in it or anything. And today I want to react to a track that I've been wanting to react to it for a while in my own point of view, and that's Hopsin Illmind of 7. Obviously, I've heard this track. I don't know who hasn't heard this track. I've heard this track many times. I know the lyrics off by heart. This is an amazing track, and I've been wanting to react to this to just share my point of view, seeing as though I don't have any belief, and I wanted to kind of mention a bit about what might be going on through Hopsin's mind, and a bit about my certain views on things of what he's saying. And if you guys want to see me do this more, just let me know in the comment section down below. But today we're going to react to Hopsin Illmind of 7. I'm going to be giving you my atheist opinion on everything, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. See him going off into the sunset. Well, not sunset, but in the desert. That's literally what it looks like in Australia right now. Like, you know, when there's this heat wave and you can, in the distance, and you can see it. Yeah, that's literally what it's like in Australia right now. It's so bloody hot. I really like this hook too. The hook itself really also kind of shows a sense of empowerment. Everything, it's it's us. It's all of our power as humans.
Anybody I might alarm. Life is a tour, I sit and ride along, taking some notes and then I write the songs. I'm staring down the road, my life is gone. Is this where I belong? Is it wrong to not believe in right and wrong? My mental state is fucking me up, and I cried upon while asking you for some answers, but we don't have that type of bond. Now my desire's gone, with the way that I've been living lately. If I died right now, you turn the fire on. Sick of this bullshit, niggas call me a sellout, cause I hopped in Christianity so strongly, then I fell out.
Yeah.
Now I'm avoiding questions like a scared dog with his tail down, feeling so damn humiliated cause they looking at me like I'm hellbound. What story should I tell now? I'll just expose the truth. I'm so close to the fucking edge, I should be close to you. But who the fuck are you? You never show the proof, and I'm only fucking human, yo, what am I supposed to do?
Pretty much what he's trying to say at the start of this is he hopped so strongly into a faith and a religion and a belief, and he was so strongly and deeply into it, but thinking so much about it and overly analyzing the situation, kind of realized that certain things just don't fit and certain things just don't make any sense. And that's the whole reason for why. And just remember, this is just my own personal opinion. It doesn't mean that it is right. It doesn't believe it is wrong. We all have our own personal opinion, and at the end of the day, who knows? All this shit could be real, God could be real, and that could be majorly wrong. But at the end of the day, we all have our own opinion. So this is not trying to shit on anyone else's opinion or belief. This is just me speaking truth and how I feel. But with people like me and people that don't believe in the higher power and don't have any belief in religion, is because we kind of had the same kind of thought going on in our minds, well, he's God, or some sense, has never done anything for us. We have no proof at all to explain that God is actually real, all of this stuff actually exists. Yeah, you tell me it exists because of a book, you know, you tell me that, hey, this higher thing exists because of a book, but then there's no proof to say that that book was actually created by that person himself. It's just something that we have to blindly believe in and have hope. And personally, I don't like to, you know, put all my eggs in one basket and just blindly believe in something that might, at the end of the day, might not even be true. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. At the end of the day, what a lot of religious people are doing is they're believing in some sort of high power and some sort of belief in some system via hope. They're hoping it's real. They're having some sense of hope that it's real because there's something at the end of the tunnel, right? And if you don't have any proof that there's something at the end of that tunnel, in my opinion, I just go, well, I don't want to blindly believe in something that I might get my hopes up for, and in the end, it doesn't really, you know, happen. If it happens, it happens. In my opinion, if there is, you know, a heaven, or there is something at the end of the tunnel, some type of conclusion or whatever you would say at the end of the tunnel via, say, you die and you go to heaven or anything like that. That's just one example, right? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just live my life how it is. And if something were to happen, then it happens, you know? I kind of don't try and have some false sense of believing or guiding myself into looking into one way that might not actually be true. I just kind of live in the moment. But yeah, you can see he's kind of like frustrated because he's kind of realizing things and putting things together. Like he still has some type of belief, but he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know if it's actually real or not anymore, because things just don't add up and things just don't make sense. He still has that belief, because I can tell he still has that belief, because when you're so strongly into believing something, it's so hard just to get out of it. It's your day-to-day life to wake up and pray or do all these other things that religious people might do. So I kind of got on a bit of a rant there, but yeah, that's just my feelings towards that, and that's just how I also interpret how he's feeling at the moment. But let's continue.
There's way too many different religions with vivid descriptions.
Yep.
Begging all fucking men and women to listen.
Yep.
I can't even beat my dick without getting convicted. These ain't wicked decisions. I got different intentions. I've been itching to get it. I've been giving assistance, but the whole fucking system is twisted. Now I'm dealing with this backlash because Marcus isn't a Christian, and I've been told that my sinful life is an addiction. But I can't.
And so yeah, what he's saying there, he can't do certain things because you're not free. You can't do certain things that there's nothing wrong with to do. Like you cannot lose your virginity in some religions until you get married and find that right person, and that's just kind of not right in a sense, because us as us being the animals that we are, we need to do certain things that we need to do, and a religion is just holds you back and doesn't let you do things that you should normally be allowed to do. You know what I mean? It's just a system in place that kind of restricts you, and that's what he's saying is like, oh, this I can't even beat my dick without getting convicted. Like I can't even do these simple things that us as humans do, just jacking off or something like that without getting convicted. So he's kind of realizing that all these things I can't do just for something that might not even exist, and that's why I say, like, there's no point for me personally. I'm not saying you should personally believe or take my advice or take how I believe, and because you have a brain of your own. I just use my own brain. We all have our own brains. But for something to tie you down and not be able to make you do things when it might not actually exist in the long run, or not might actually be real in the long run, it's kind of pointless to live your life that way. That's just my opinion.
Can't buy it. It's just too hard to stand beside it. I need an answer, humans can't provide it. I look at the earth, the sun, and I can tell a genius man designed it. It's truly mind-blowing, I can't deny it. Is heaven real? Is it
Maybe.
fake? Is it really how I fantasize it? Where's the Holy Ghost at? How long does it take a man to find it? My mind's a non-stop tape playing and I can't rewind it. You gave me the Bible and expect me not to analyze it? I'm frustrated and you provoked
Exactly.
it. I'm not reading that motherfucking book because a human wrote it. I have a fucking brain, you should know it.
Exactly. And that's what I was trying to say. We have a brain. We have a brain. That's what we're here to do. We're here to analyze stuff. We shouldn't just blindly grab a book, pick it up and go, yep, just because it says God exists, yep, God exists. Like he's saying, like he knows a human wrote the book, the Bible, or whatever it is that all these different religions have. He knows a human wrote it, and you gave me this book for me to analyze it. Why don't you let me analyze it? And if I think it's not true, or it has some false stuff in it, then I should be allowed to speak my truth. That's kind of what he's saying. Like for me personally, like I was saying, I don't think a book should or anything on paper should just be like, oh, just because it says it's true, it's true. We need to use our own brain. If you personally believe in a religion or a God yourself, you can believe in that. Like that's your opinion. That's what you've come to. But you should always do research first before ever trying to believe in something. Like you should, for example, when you're going to get a job or when you're going to do something else, you always do research. When you're going to buy that camera you want, you always do research just in case you get the wrong camera. You should always do research before you believe in a certain faith. You should always do research before you limit yourself and constrict yourself to a system that might not be true. But that's just my opinion.
Cause humans be lying, we're such an inaccurate source. It's gonna be hard to put me back on the course. Next Jehovah's Witness to come on my porch, I swear I'm slamming the door. A lot of folks believe it though, but I'm not surprised. Humans are fucking dumb, still thinking that Pac's alive.
Yep. And yeah, that is true. Like humans, I would say humans are pretty dumb as well. Like there's people out there that still believe that Tupac's alive. Like with all the proof that has been given to show that Tupac is dead, and people still think Tupac's alive. Like that's one thing I've never understood too. Like there's so much proof, for example, there's so much proof in certain things like fossils and evolution and all this stuff, but so many people just disregard that and go, no, blah, blah, blah. The earth is flat, all this, blah, blah, blah. But there's actual proof, and there's fucking proof in science that they're showing you that the earth isn't flat. Evolution, it does exist. There's fossils that, like, there's all this proof, but people just want to ignore the proof and go, nah, fuck the proof. Like, I don't care. Like, I believe in something that is not in front. Like, for example, this Red Bull is in front of you, so it's not, you know, it's real. But there was people that would go, nah. They'll be stare at this Red Bull. This is just like, you know, just an example. They'll stare at this Red Bull, and instead of believing that the Red Bull exists, they'll believe it doesn't exist and that it's not actually in my hands. It's the same thing. The proof is thrown in your face that the earth isn't flat, and then you look at it and go, nope, the earth is flat. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
Just saying, I ain't heard shit from the horse's mouth.
Exactly.
Just sheep always telling stories of older guys who were notarized like you, and you finally vocalized. Now I'm supposed to bow my head and close my eyes and somehow let the Holy Ghost arise? Sounds like a fucking poltergeist.
Yep.
Show yourself, and the boom is done. Every rumor's gone. I no longer doubt the shit. You're the one. I'll admit that my sinful ways were stupid fun, and all my old habits can hop on top of a roof to plunge. I donate to a charity that could use the funds. Fuck the club instead of bitches. I'd hang with a group of nuns, and everyone I ran into it know what I came to do. I wouldn't take a step unless it was in the name of you.
See, like all these things. Fuck the club. I would, instead of bitches, I'd hang with a group of nuns, and everyone I ran into would know what I came to do. I wouldn't take a step unless it was in the name of you. So, for example, he's doing all these things like, nah, instead of fucking bitches in the club or going to the club, I'm gonna hang with nuns, and I'm gonna do everything in the name of, like, before anything is important, the first thing that's important is God, religion, all this stuff that he would believe in his religion, Christianity. Like, that comes first before anything. So if you had a family member that would be like, and there's some people out there, and I've seen this, a family member that doesn't believe in a certain belief or religion or faith, they'll kind of shun that family member. Like, say you're a father of a son and they don't believe in that certain belief, they'll be like, nah, fuck you, like, you don't believe in that, like, that they would shun them, and then they would not see them as their own kid. And that's just shit that's messed up. Like, we bring faith and religion and put it up to a higher pedestal in that, and sometimes people's thought process just get cloudy, and they put that before things that actually matter in life. And that's why I say, for me personally, I just live in the moment. I live in the moment. I don't believe in certain things that don't necessarily show that there is a reason to believe in that personally, you know? Until something happens where there's a reason to believe in that, that's when I'll believe in it. But at the moment, I'm not going to believe in stuff like that. So let's continue.
I hate the fact that I have to believe you haven't been chatting with me like you did Adam and Eve, and I ain't seen no fucking talking snake unravel from trees with an apple to eat. That shit never happens to me. I don't know if you do or don't exist. It's driving me crazy. Send your condolences. This is me reaching to you, so don't forget, if hell is truly a pit of fire and I get thrown in it, I'ma probably regret the fact that I ever wrote this shit. My gut feeling says it's all fake. I hate to say it, but fuck it, shit, I done lost faith. This isn't a small phase, my perspectives all changed. My thoughts just keep picking shit apart all day. And in my mind, I make perfect sense. If you aren't real, then all my prayers aren't worth a cent. That will mean that I can just make up what my purpose is, and I can sit in church and just say fuck in the services. Man, what if Jesus was a facade? Then that would mean the government's God.
Yep, you're saying, what if Jesus was a facade? Then that would mean the government is God. Personally, I don't feel like the government is trying to make us believe in something that's a facade or something. Like, I know it's some people are sheep and they just follow whatever they think it, you know, they just follow what a lot of other people follow, and they just, you know, bandwagon, or they're just sheep. But personally, I feel like, I don't know, like, that's something that is, it's the government God. Are they the one behind everything? Who knows? No one really truly knows. But personally, like I said, I always say, just use your brain. Do some research, use your brain, and you come to a conclusion. Don't let anyone else tell you what to believe in and what not to believe in. If you come to the conclusion somehow that religion's real, go ahead, believe in religion. Like, I'm not stopping you. No one's stopping you. And again, I'm not one of those type of people who go, nah, you're religious, fuck you, I don't want to be your friends, or I don't want to date you, or I don't want to have anything to do with you. Like, at the end of the day, we're all humans, and believing in a religion doesn't mean that you're a bad person, you know, that's just your belief. You're still a human being like everyone else is, you know. We should all be treated the same. And I don't get how some atheists or some religious people or anyone, they would just be like, oh, there'll be an atheist out there who will go, oh, you're religious, fuck you, like, I don't want to talk to you. Or a Christian will be like, oh, you're atheist, fuck you, I don't. It's like, it shouldn't matter. At the end of the day, no matter what religion you are, or no matter who you are, we're all human, and you shouldn't care about someone's beliefs. If they believe in God, who cares? Like, that's, just don't ever talk about it. Just don't ever bring it up. And if you find some friendship in that person, even though they believe in God, then just rule that aside and then continue having that friendship, you know. If you connect it in some different other ways, then that's good, you know. You don't always have to be friends with people that are the same color as you, or the same religion, or the same race as you, like that or that's just my belief anyway. That's just what That's just my opinion, but yeah.
With a lot, so much that we don't even notice that we're stuck in the box.
Damn.
Man, everything is what if. Why is it always what if? Planet Earth, what if? The universe, what if? My sacrifice, what if? My afterlife, what if? Every fucking thing that deals with you is fucking suspect. I'm fucking done.
Damn, you can really tell
I'm fucking done.
he's like fed up with everything.
This is my fucking life and I'm living it. I'm having fun.
Yep.
If you really care for me, prove that I need to live carefully. But I'll be damned if I put my own pleasure aside for an afterlife that isn't even guaranteed.
Exactly, that's what I said.
We are you, and you're us. Stop playing games. My life's all I got, and heaven is all in my brain.
Facts.
And when I feel I'm in hell, my ideas are what get me through pain. Do as you please, and I'll just do me. I'm a human, I'll stay in my lane.
Ill mind. Love that. Us, my power. Live life, my power. Love that. It's us, my power. And that's pretty much it. The rest of the 40, 50 seconds, minute is just him just walking off in the distance, and we're going to need to watch that because it just gets further and further and further. Anyway, so that was Illmind Hopsin a 7. And like I was saying at the end of that, he was saying like, for an afterlife that isn't even guaranteed, we are you and you're us. Stop playing games. My life is all I got and heaven is all in my brain. And when I feel I'm in hell, my ideas are what get me through pain. Do as you please and I'll just do me. I'm a human. I stay in my lane. And that's exactly what I do. I stay in my lane too. No matter what you believe in, no matter what your faith is, no matter what your religion is, no matter what your opinions are, you should always just stay in your lane and do you. Just do you. Just because I'm atheist doesn't mean that you should go, oh, he's atheist, I shouldn't be friends with him anymore. I shouldn't talk to him anymore. Like, if any of my friends are watching this and you're religious, and you didn't know I was atheist, or you have the same opinion as me, I wouldn't want you to go, oh shit, like, damn, I can't talk to you anymore if you don't have the same opinion. Or if you do have the same opinion, I still wouldn't want you to go, yeah, you're right, like, fuck religion. Like, no, like, just because I don't have a belief, I respect religion. I still respect it in the sense that these people just have a hope. To me, it may be a false hope, but still, these people have a hope in an afterlife. For me personally, that's not for me, and I personally feel like people shouldn't have a false hope. But if that's what gets you through the day, then that's what gets you through the day. At the end of the day, we're all humans. We're all humans. But personally, I don't feel like I should be chasing towards an afterlife that may not exist, you know? Like you said, it may not exist. Like, it's not guaranteed. What's the point of trying to follow something that's not guaranteed? You're just forever walking until out of nowhere something happens. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I have a really big feeling this might get a lot of hate. It might not. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But I just thought I would start doing these kind of like atheist react type videos and just giving you my opinion as an atheist, as a person that doesn't believe. I might do more. I might react to Dear God by Dax, and I might react to some more religion-based songs. But if you want more of this, just let me know in the comment section down below. And the last thing I want to say is pretty much we're all human. Just because someone doesn't believe in what you believe in and have the same opinion as you, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't rock with them or you shouldn't situate yourself with them just because they don't have the same opinion as you. We're all human. We all have different opinions. That being said, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit notification bell, and then go to settings and hit notify all if you want to see more of what we're doing on this channel. I'm going to get the hell out of here now. Peace, ciao, bye.